Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to tell you about the removal process of Judge of Supreme Court. So what are the grounds for the removal of Judge of Supreme Court? So in the Judges Inquiry Act 1968, the procedure relating to the removal of Judge of Supreme Court is mentioned. Okay, and they can be removed by the process of impeachment. So let us discuss first what are the grounds for the removal of the judge of the Supreme Court. So there are two grounds mentioned for their removal. First is proved misbehavior and the second is incapacity. So I think by these terms it is clear that what does it means proved misbehavior. That means if he has done something wrong, and what is mean by incapacity, that means he is not capable to perform the role of the judge of Supreme Court. Okay, so through the process of impeachment the judge of Supreme Court can be removed. Now let us discuss what are the procedure or processes of the removal. So at first there is a removal motion and it has to be signed by 100 members. If it is mentioned in Lok Sabha, then it is to be signed by 100 members, and if it is introduced in Rajya Sabha, then it has to be signed by 50 members. That means the process of removal can be introduced in any house, whether it is Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. But it has to be permitted by the presiding officer in both the houses. So in case of Lok Sabha, the speaker has to permit or admit it, or in the case of Rajya Sabha, the chairman have to give permission or accept this motion. Okay, so when it get admitted, or when it is this motion is accepted by the speaker or chairman, then they have to constitute a 3-member committee to investigate into the to investigate into the charges. And who are those 3 members? So the first member is Chief Justice of India or any judge of Supreme Court. The second is Chief Justice of High Court, and the third is eminent jurist. Who is eminent jurist? That means he should be a judicial expert. Okay, so this committee will investigate the charges. Okay, and if the committee finds the judge to be guilty or suffering from any misbehavior, or if he is incapable, the house can take up the consideration of motion. Okay, so at first the committee has to prove its incapacity, or if it has done any misbehavior, and after that this motion is passed by each house. Okay, so both the house will pass it after the charges will get proved by those 3-member committees. So each house will pass the motion by special majority. I hope you all are knowing what is a special majority, and in case if you don't, I quickly summarize it. In a special majority there is a criteria of 50% plus 1 of total members. So if total members in Rajya Sabha, sorry, if total members in Lok Sabha say if it is 543, then 50 50% of 543 plus so if two-thirds of present voting is more, then it will be accepted, and if it is 50% plus one criteria is more, then it will be accepted. So whichever is more, it will be accepted. So what happened after this? After the motion is passed by each house by special majority, this is presented to the president, and president gives the final orders. After the approval of president, the judge can be removed. So let us quickly summarize the process. At first, what are the ground of removal? So there are two grounds mentioned: misbehavior and incapacity. The Judges Enquiry Act 1968 regulate the procedure relating to the removal of judges of Supreme Court. So this impeachment process can be initiated in any house, whether it is Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. If it is initiated in Lok Sabha, it has to be passed by 100 members, and if it is initiated in Rajya Sabha, it has to be passed by 50 members. But it should be admitted by presiding officers of each house. Okay, if it is initiated in Lok Sabha, it has to be permitted by speaker, and if in Rajya Sabha, it has to be permitted by chairperson. So it is up to the presiding officers of both houses. They can accept or they can reject the proposal, and if it is rejected, the upcoming procedure cannot be done. Okay, so after it has been accepted, the 3-member committee is appointed. Who are those 3 members? First one is Chief Justice of India or Chief Justice of India or any judge of Supreme Court. The second one is Chief Justice of High Court, and the third one is eminent jurist. That means who is any judicial expert. And if the committee finds the judge to be guilty, then the house can take the consideration of motion. Then it will be passed by a special majority, and I have explained what a special majority is. And after it has been passed by special majority by both the houses, it is presented before the president, and the president finally passes an order of removing the judge. So following this procedure, any judge has never been removed. This process has been initiated for the removal of Justice V. Ramaswamy, but it was not passed